What's up everyone, Connor McLeod, welcome back to my channel Bush Life Africa. Today I'm going to be talking about the iDrive. This is just a short review of my thoughts and opinions on the iDrive. I did a short one a while ago on my Instagram page, very brief. I had only driven with it for about a week or 2 weeks or so. Now I've been driving with it for a couple months, and since then this is what I have experienced with it. So the iDrive is an awesome piece of tech. I unfortunately had some problems with it in my Ford Ranger. So the iDrive is a product that basically changes your pedal control, throttle response control. So there's different options from E1 to Ultra 9, and then there is an automatic mode as well. So I drove around for a while in E3. Then I drove around a while in U9, and then I found a very happy medium in U4, which was quite nice. The only thing that I found with the iDrive was that it almost made me a lazy driver, because when I had to turn it off, which I'll get into just now, I actually didn't know how to drive my Ranger anymore. I was so used to only having to tap the accelerator that when it didn't work, it was like learning how to drive the Ranger all over again. Having to actually use the accelerator pedal rather than be lazy and only have to touch it and get like say 100% power straight away. So yeah, just a bit about what the Ultra mode does is basically, so let's say touching your accelerator is 10% and pushing it flat is 100. Depending on your setting, you can make just touching the accelerator 100%. So it just gets your revs up faster in the easiest terms. So it is fun. It doesn't make your car faster. It just makes it get to its top speed faster, which is cool. At the same time, again, like I said, it made me a bit of a lazy driver on the roads. Off-road, didn't use it at all. Tried it a few times in Ultra mode, but I found that because depending on what surface you're on, you're basically getting moved around yourself in your vehicle as you go along, that when your foot is now moving with your body, I would be almost pushing on the accelerator sometimes, and the car then would like want to go, because now touching the accelerator is 100%, whereas normally it wouldn't be 100%. So I used to turn it off when I went off-road. Yeah, dampening it was alright, but again, who wants less power? That doesn't make much sense to me. Changing the modes between eco mode didn't actually change the fuel consumption at all for me. Driving around in automatic mode, that was alright, because depending on how you touch the accelerators, how it changes the mode. So if you were driving along and you decided that you needed to accelerate hard, it would then probably jump into like Ultra 9, where you might not want that all the time. So that wasn't a big thing for me. But yeah, let me show you how you do a quick install, and then I will get into how I didn't enjoy it. Alright guys, so install was very simple. I ran my iDrive up here. I know a lot of the guys with the Rangers plant them here. I like to see what's going on, and I wanted to be able to change the modes or set the modes while I was driving if I needed to. So that's why I ran it up here. And I'll show you now. Ran the wires just down through the hole and up into here, and you can see that I have for now just tucked the iDrive throttle response, here it is, here into the gap though. So I don't know how well you guys can see this, probably not the best because I don't know how to make the flash work at the same time. Again, new at the YouTube. So basically on top of your accelerator pedal is another controller. You just pop it off, this thing goes on, and you plug it back into the existing one. So basically it's just an inline harness that just goes over it, and then yeah, basically it turns on as you start your car and it works. All right, so going back into why I did not enjoy the iDrive. So again, like I wanted to touch back on the auto mode. Whilst driving, if you're casually driving, I don't actually know which modes it flips through. It obviously has an onboard setting as to how it jumps between modes. It doesn't show you why it's an auto mode, it just says AC. So if you're cruising along and let's say you're going 40 k's an hour and you're just lightly touching the pedal, I'm assuming it stays in eco mode, and as soon as you then put your foot flat on the thing, it will then change into one of the modes of ultra mode, I'm assuming. So for me, that was a little bit irritating because it wouldn't respond as fast. So it was easier just to put it back into ultra mode in order to get the vehicle to go. But again, guys, this is just a placebo effect in my opinion. It feels like the car is now accelerating monstrously fast, but now with driving with this thing off for 2 weeks now, it is no real difference. You just need to know how to drive your car in order to get it to do what you want it to do. The iDrive, in my opinion, just makes you a lazy driver. It simplifies the acceleration, whereas you don't have to put your foot flat. Now you do without it. So the problem that I had with my iDrive, and again, this is just my own personal opinion, this is my own personal review of using the product, it threw errors on my Ranger. So I was driving and I was sitting in traffic one day, and one of my sensor modes came up on my computer, and I thought, geez, man, this Ranger's broken now, we're gonna have to set it on fire, we're done. And took it to Ford, they plugged it in, ran diagnostics, and the only error that kept throwing up was the throttle. So first we thought it was my tracking unit that had spliced the wires, because with my tracker unit it's quite advanced. I can see how fast I'm going whilst I'm driving the vehicle on my tracking app. So sometimes the Ranger picks up that someone has cut the wire. So that's why we thought, okay, these guys have obviously spliced in, they've made a stuff up here, we're gonna have to fix it. But before that, I said, let me just unplug the iDrive. You know, it's supposed to be perfect for the vehicle, doesn't throw any errors, doesn't change anything, it's safe, etc, etc. As soon as we popped it out, no problem. And we did actually go forward and check more into the whole tracker. They have not spliced any of the wires, they have used an alternative way of tracking the speed. They don't actually plug into that at all. So I wanted to make sure that it was the iDrive actually doing this. It's a very cool piece of tech, guys. It's very expensive in South Africa. Some places sell it for up to 3,000 Rand. Most places it's about 2,000 Rand. If you look online, you can get a second-hand one for about 1,000 to 1,500 Rand. Would I spend the money again on one of these? No, I personally wouldn't. I know some of my friends with other Rangers, they swear by it, they love it, it's awesome. Again, my personal opinion, it made me a lazy driver. I don't want to be a lazy driver, because if this thing decides to fail one day, you need to remember how to drive your vehicle. In my personal opinion, if you're looking for more power, you might as well just go straight for a remap, or other performance mods that you want to look at. But this is in no way something that makes your car faster. It just simplifies your acceleration in your vehicle. Yeah, thanks guys, this is my personal opinion on the iDrive. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.